thing besides a special guest? What would we call me? Us?
I don't know.
Recurring things that just don't go away. He comes in here every week, and huh?
Well, I'm not sure because I have thought about it actually on and off, and like so with talk shows, and that's kind of what it's turning out to be. What they do, and it's really just like they just say guest too. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But that's getting to be my thing because they're always like, you always say special guest, but to me, if I didn't have them, it'd be very bad.
Well, maybe we should come up with a walk-up song, huh?
Yes,
for us, huh? I know you have other guests, that are scheduled. Let's that's just the way my mind rolls. Let's have fun with it, huh?
I know.
Good. What would my walk-up song be?
I'm glad you said that.
Huh? We should do that. Let's challenge your listeners to find what would the Chamber's walk-up song be?
Okay.
Huh? You guys know what we do.
Yep. Let's do that.
Now be fair. Be fair.
Yeah. Be kind.
Yeah.
If you can be
It'd be kind of fun to see people what they can come up with.
I'll give you one tease that I had a Van Halen one picked out.
Okay.
Let's see.
Can you put a little snippet of it live on the air?
Well, I didn't have it ready. Okay. That was the issue.
Well, hum a few bars.
And no, I don't know that. And Home by Philip Phillips, and I was like, that's too corny for the Chamber because we're home. And then one was Taking Care of Business.
I can go with that one for a while, till it gets old. Yeah.
Okay. Right. And then the other, it was Right Now.
Yeah.
That's what
Van Halen. Yeah, I like the Right Now. I do like that one, the keyboards.
Yeah. That in the beginning. So I was like, that would be really, when that starts to come in, and then we'd be like,
yep.
Good morning. It's time for.
Yep. And then we have to have what do you call a lead out of a song that when you leave?
Yeah. An outro.
Outro. There you go. Yeah.
So.
Wow.
There you go, folks. Now give us a little bit more. You have an idea of what we're looking for here. So.
Yep.
But that's crazy because I was thinking I have it right here in front of me. That's what I was looking at earlier.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, you speaking of that, that's what you do. Like you have all these members, and then you'll get together and you'll talk with somebody for a minute or two, and then your brain just explodes and you start throwing out things.
Exactly right.
So you have all these members that you've recently started working with.
Yeah. Well, just even it filled up a sheet of paper. I just went on their website this morning. Look, and we'll talk about these in a little bit. But I wanted to. We originally had planned to have Thomas Cranford. Okay, I believe with Top Detail here today. He's a young individual. He's starting his detail company downtown on the north side of First Avenue North. We plan to have him in here, interview him, talk about his business and his how he got started, the struggles, all that fun stuff. But as business happens, things come up. Mm-hmm. You have to change schedules or for whatever reason, we all have those. Life happens, business happens. So we're going to reschedule that. So if you want to listen to that interview, hopefully we can be here. We'll be here Friday morning at 9:00 to get him on the air because we have a ribbon cutting that day later for him that afternoon at Top Detail.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about that on Friday morning at 9:00. You can allow me to introduce you him to you, everybody. I'd introduce him to everybody.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. Out the gate.
Yeah, it was like, it reminded me of Austin Powers. Allow myself to introduce myself. I love that show.
I do. I've only seen bits and pieces of that, but maybe I should go back and watch it.
It's so corny. I don't even know if I watched it again now. It's probably like, that is dumb. But yeah, I'd laugh, right. I'm sure.
You're probably right.
Mike Myers.
Yes.
Okay, so I was I look forward to meeting him. I was looking at the Facebook page, and then he's got his own website. I'm not sure what kind of car this is, so I do want to ask him about this red car with the drop top and like these white walls, and man, that thing's smoking in the shop there, and he's got it all cleaned up. And
I believe their plan. Now this is talking about a young new business joined our chamber and getting engaged and involved. You will see these guys downtown at Thursday Night Live during our car show on June 25th. And I believe that car you're looking at on there is what they plan on bringing down to Thursday Night Live. It'll all be detailed and decked out. Now the cool thing about is that for some reason or another, like I said, Thomas won't be able to be there, but he's got his buddies and friends and some of his employees will be there to show off those cars and show you some of the things he can do and they can do to detail your vehicle. And not just cars. we'll talk more about. I can tell you more about his business, but I want to let him do that. But yeah, he's they're playing hard. That's good. They're out getting customers. They're working hard. They're doing it right.
This is my favorite and my last tease: free pickup and delivery.
Absolutely.
Oh
yeah.
my
Why wouldn't you
gosh.
do that, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's like now with food in your vehicle, pretty soon I won't ever have to leave this chair.
Yes.
Maybe even drive. I'll have a clean vehicle and all the food and everything, but for no reason, I'll just be sitting here the whole time.
Yeah. There's a lot of businesses that can do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good job. Well,
It
that's Top Detail, and you can check it out, topdetailspecialists.com.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Hear more about those guys. So anyway, my list of new members here, and I don't have dates, but it goes back about maybe less than a month or so. Last Friday, I believe we did a 4B travel ribbon cutting. I believe that was last Friday. That's right across from Nyberg's Ace. We did cut a ribbon for those guys today at 10 o'clock. This is a big one. We've been waiting. People have been seeing these guys around town a lot. 7 Brew. Out there on the bypass. We're going to cut the ribbon at 10 o'clock. A lot of people expected to be there. Parking will be a challenge. So park up and down that whatever road that goes 28th, 29th, 30th, whatever that is that goes zigzags to behind Trav's. Please don't use Trav's parking lot. He's got customers that need to park in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 o'clock, 7 Brew today. We mentioned Top Detail. Jumpstart Enviro. That's a new ag company coming to town. They just signed up recently. We haven't had a chance to visit with them yet, but I know where they're going to be, but I'll let them announce that location where they're going to be. And then 1906 Nutrition will be downtown. If you remember 1906 Boutique Salon, that business has been sold. And so she took the name 1906 Nutrition, and they soon will have, I believe, a shake place, one of those, those things. Everyone's doing, not sure everyone's doing those, but they're popular.
Yeah.
So they've signed up recently. We visited with them. In addition to that, the same owner, and I was trying to find out the name before we came on the air. She also owns Prestige Salon. She just recently purchased that from Shauna. So now she'll have Prestige Salon in its current location and this 1906 Nutrition downtown as well.
Yeah.
Also downtown, we cut a ribbon last Wednesday, I believe it was, for Kinlan Ramen and Sushi. We got to try some amazing food. Octopus balls. I didn't know that was a thing, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, you like those?
They were. I could eat just those. I mean, 6 of those, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, with their cool sauce. They have like a drizzle of this kind of a spicy sauce.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I went there for my birthday, but I didn't try those because I really wanted to dig into the chicken fried rice and this ramen stuff. And so I had to get a to-go box even. They give the portions are like, poof.
Yep.
Wheelbarrow.
Yep. Yes. And most places like that tend to overfeed you.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yep, no matter what. Yeah. So then we have Cornerstone Bank downtown. I know we've got a ribbon cutting planned. I believe it is the June 25th. I think it's the same day as our car show. I know it's one of the Thursday Night Lives. But that you'll see that more about that one. Also, Sioux Valley Co-op Credit Union. Been in town a long time. Recently, just signed up as a chamber member, specifically because they like some of the things we do. You will see them downtown at Thursday Night Live as well. We talked about Prestige Salon, and then Let's Go Travel by Karen. I got to admit, I haven't been with that or been to that business yet. I don't know who that is, but I will find out for next time. And then Ophthalmology Limited up there on Highway on 14th Avenue, just north of the cemetery. They've been in business recently. I think they bought that business about a year ago when the previous eye doctor that was in there, I think, closed or moved out. So they purchased that business and then renamed it Ophthalmology Limited. They're out of Sioux Falls. They do a great job with everything ophthalmological. With your eyes. Yeah. That's a word.
Yep, it is.
And then recently, Edward Jones, Catherine Danforth, recently signed up online. I've got an appointment to visit with her and find out more what she does and what her expectations are of the chamber. Get together but that's a list: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe about 13 or so in the past couple of months, maybe a month or two.
Wow. She's a smart young whippersnapper, that Catherine Danforth.
Yes. She's we got to know Catherine when she was with the Visit Watertown, the CVB, for quite a few years. I think she started as an intern and worked her way up to the director, and then found another career path with Edward Jones, and good for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I worked. I guess I got to know her at the Excite Watertown when we were on that board there together as well.
Yeah.
So
yep.
So she's she's kind of one of those behind the scenes go-getters, if you will. So you need something done, you're somebody to work with, she'll get her done. So
she really will.
Awesome. Okay. So, man, you're action packed.
I know.
People are calling and signing up, and then what can we do? How can we get involved? And then you're working on things, and like Cooking on Compasca's a month away, and like, you're gonna have Thursday Night Live, and then you're gonna have the wine walk soon, and geez,
Yeah,
I can't.
And those things are all fun. That's what the public sees. But if you look at yesterday, for example, we went out, met with in the past week anyway, met with Thomas, young kid starting up in a 1-car garage stall with a bathroom and a little small office space. And then 20 minutes later, I'm out visiting with Dakota Bodies. With they've got 300 plus employees going and looking for their strategies. How can they be engaged? Some of those things. So what's kind of fun is I get to work with every level of business, whether they're been around for 100 years or been around for 100 days. It's fun to get to know them. In fact, most of the times when I walk into a business, I'm going to know more about you than you're going to know about me or the chamber. Because once we have that figured out, we build those relationships. It's easy to move forward and work together. Just to make sure you're all successful. And I tell people when I come into people that when I walk into their business, my number one goal is to make them bigger, better, stronger. If you're a member or not, that's okay. But I want to make you bigger, better, stronger, professionally and personally as well.
Yeah, there's so many different avenues, I think, with the chamber too, that people can be involved. You can do the basics almost, if you will, but there are other ways too, like the ambassador programs or, volunteering, which sometimes it sounds like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I can volunteer, but there's fun ways to do it, like interesting ways to do it.
Yes.
To kind of do something that you want to do that would be a little fun for you.
You're right. I think our ambassadors are one of a good example of that, especially the ones, and we have, probably 20 ambassadors or maybe 25, but there's times where they just can't be engaged because I shouldn't say engaged, involved at a ribbon cutting, at a chamber event. But the ones that are there, they're there and they're there because they believe in us. But the underlying benefit is they get to meet so many new people. Almost every time you go to ribbon cutting, you're going to meet new people. And I'd love to introduce people. You'll see me doing that a lot. Say, have you met so-and-so? They'll be talking and I'll walk away. And then, hey, did you meet these two people over here? That's what I love to do. To me, that's very, as people would say, it's what scratches my itch, which makes me feel good.
The business wingman.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, so great. Maybe that's part of our walk-up song, where the wingman. There you go.
Yeah, we'll have to find something like that, like the goose, the top down.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, and if people want to join the chamber as well, the membership is inexpensive because there are other opportunities for people to participate, and you can choose whether or not you want to sponsor something or you want to jump in on this promotion, if that's even the right term. I think like sponsorships, maybe partnership, if you want to, hey, oh yeah, I'd love to do a Thursday Night Live, or maybe it's cooking, or maybe it's, just doing something, at your own place. Who knows?
Yeah.
Whatever. You got all sorts of stuff.
Especially if you want to get out in front of people. Now, some people are saying, hey, who do I work with in QuickBooks? Or I need to, where can I find some extra dollars besides a bank? Do that crowdsourcing, the friend sourcing, some of those things that people just don't know exist. Because that's all they know. Now, going back to that, like Thomas, great car person. There's some of these new young welding companies. They're great welders. They're great auto mechanics, like Eli. Okay. They're good mechanics, but they need some help running a business. So they have to find those people. And ironically, Thomas and Eli have both visited and spent a lot of time with Melissa Meidinger from the Small Business Development Center. Now, we don't have those skills in-house, so that's why we partner with people like Melissa. Hey, just go find her. This is what she does. And it just really works well. And of course, we work well with Melissa as far as our leadership labs and some of the other courses that we will be putting up. But we'd like to hear from our members as well as what kind of classes and courses they would like. We'd love to get back to doing some lunch and learns like 11:30 to 1, but we need to find out what topics you guys need. It's difficult to put a blanket out there and say, what kind of services do you need? Because you got Terrace going, yeah, we're good. But you've got maybe Dakota Bodies says that maybe they could use some help with this. Maybe Ledgers could use some help with something else. You've got a downtown 1906 needs help with something else. Or So we want to find all those common requests and needs and put together some really good trainings and some sessions to help manage your day-to-day life and your business.
Yeah. There are. That's a really good point, because there's so many different industries that, you try to put together a leadership class, which is great. And then, after a few sessions, it's, there might be something more specific for a certain industry or something like that. So, if they let maybe this speaker would be good, or this, whatever, subject or something like that.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yep.
And it might help a lot of other businesses too. So
we certainly hope so. And that's why we do what we do. Now we do have, speaking of leadership, and Melissa, as Leadership Lab, we had our first session this past spring, 8 continuous weeks. Was on a Mondays from 4 to 6. We are planning a second one. So I think we've got about, I shouldn't say half full yet, but I think there's 7 or 8 of our expected 30 that we'd like to have there. September, it's going to run 8 weeks, but this is the time to get signed up right now. Once we wrap up, I think our meeting's even today, you'll start seeing more marketing about that, because we may tweak that course a little bit just based on our feedback and based on the participations from this first session. But look for more information on that. Then go ahead and look around your office, look around your room, wherever you're at, and say, this is the person I think would benefit from that, or maybe you are the person that could benefit from a leadership lab. The details will be made available really soon, but I want people to be thinking about that. We want to fill that course up, because that course, just based on our first for the first sessions, was very impactful for a lot of people in a lot of different business settings.
Absolutely. And these are, I think, I would say, great opportunities to grow and or evolve what you might already know. So they're not, if management comes up and says, hey, do you want to do something like this? It's not like you are, you need to learn more. Like, these are great opportunities. Like, you're doing something wrong. Sometimes I think when you get sent to training, people think like, oh, is this a training session? Because I have to know it, or I need to get better. It's like, no, these are great. You can use a lot of this stuff in your personal life too, I think.
Absolutely.
So,
yep. And don't be afraid to take this to your supervisor or your boss. Pull this program off our website, talk about it, and let's, bring it to your supervisor. Say, hey, I think this would be a great opportunity for me to develop and grow as an individual within your organization. I think they would see a lot of merit in that for an employee that would bring that to them and say, hey, this is something I'd like to participate in. Is this something we can do?
Yeah. And they'd really give you a pat on the back for
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Blow you the most.
At least, even if they say no, at least they know how you're feeling about your strategy going forward.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
The interest in moving up.
Absolutely. Okay. Anything else you want to touch on?
I better not. We can stay here all day, but we have ribbon cutting to prepare for at 10 o'clock. Did I mention 7 Brew?
7 Brew.
Just out there on the bypass. Yeah. Park along as far as you can walk, because I'm sure it'll be busy.
Yeah, and it's 7 Brew because it's coffee and such. I mean, I was looking at the menu and it's like, there's these energy drinks. That's my thing. So there's carbonation for the folks. There's lattes, all sorts of stuff.
See, I'm just a jet black coffee. Just give me a good cup of black coffee. No for cream. Maybe an ice cube sometimes, depending if it's like, 215 degrees. They can cool it down a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know what those cups are made of sometimes. Like, the styrofoam ones, the really cheap ones.
Oh, yeah.
That you can buy. That stuff, it can be 1,000,000 degrees and it just sits in there. It's crazy. But anyways.
You want to microwave it, though.
Yeah, no, you can't. It's so wild.
I think we've all done that as kids or even mischievous adults.
Yeah, in 3 seconds. Bloop.
It doesn't take long.
But you can hold it and have all that liquid in there and it won't melt.
Yeah.
Well, 7 Brew, 10 a.m., ribbon cutting. I'm sure they'll have a little sample or two, maybe, probably.
Yes. Yep.
And park along the street. Stay out of Trav's out of respect, because he's got some customers. Probably be busy.
Yeah, so we got to try to look up, see when the ribbon cutting. Yeah, so the ribbon cutting for Top Detail, if you can't catch us on Friday, the ribbon cutting for Top Detail is going to be at 3 o'clock on Friday, and that's just a few blocks east of the fire department, downtown Watertown.
Downtown Watertown.
Yep.
Okay, a few blocks east.
Yeah.
3 p.m. Friday.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Covered?
I'm out of here. That's a wrap. Let's play the outro.
Okay. WatertownSD.com, right?
You got her.
Hey, there is like a ZZ Top, so that'd be kind of close, maybe.
There you go.
All right, Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce and Tim Sheehan, President, CEO. Thank you for your time.
We're out of here.
All right.